But we come out of that to move on to news on the campaign trail now, and the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa continues campaigning door to door, this time in Mangaung. The Free State is one province that's seen senior ANC members on the wrong side of the law. They include the party's suspended Secretary General Magashule. Will Ramaphosa convince locals that the ANC is still the party to back? Well, let's take you to eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones, who is out on the ground and tracking the campaign by the ANC president. Pule, let's start here. I believe you have some developments to report. What has come through?
Well, Tulas, as it is right now, we are currently being briefed by three sources close to the president that he was in a meeting which he was being briefed on how to speak to some of the members when coming out here. Remember, Mangaung is also a very prestigious heritage background of the ANC, where they have a very strong hold here, and the president's presence coming into this area will pretty much set the precedent as to how they are, working on what you would call the ANC renewal program, which includes, amongst other objectives, strengthening and unifying some of those ANC members in this area, Mangaung, the Free State. You remember that the establishment of the provincial task team led by now ANC President as the convener pretty much gave the party a headache towards the road to the establishment of that task team. And now, as it is right now, the ANC in this area has been tasked with a mission of going to conference, but most importantly of unifying what they would call, inverted commas, their comrades, and ensuring that the party can be appealing to the ANC members once again. But we also saw a couple of weeks ago, rather months, where we saw the swearing, where the mayor Mangaung, Sionza Nankolisi, was sworn in, and the wards in the area did not take any light to that, any good story to that. They were actually quite upset with his appointment, saying given his track record as once the speaker in Mangaung municipality, he's got a track record which does not support what they would call the renewal program of the ANC in the area. So there's still some bit of political challenges the party is facing, and hopefully the president can address some of those issues when arriving in this area today.
And as we were reflecting in our introduction there, Pule, one of the issues that the president will have to deal with is the divisions inside the ANC in the Free State, but also the allegations of corruption that have consistently come up and been leveled against some of the province's top leaders, including, the former provincial chairperson and now suspended ANC Secretary General, but even the woman who was mayor of that city, Olimlamleli, also standing trial on various counts. I do expect that his message that quote-unquote mistakes have been made and they're being fixed will have to be ramped up a little bit more in this context.
Tilas, the dynamics in this province are very interesting. In fact, yesterday when we were in Kwatko, we had seen the pattern of how residents are now going to independent candidates who are former ANC councillors and vowing to vote for them, saying this is a new dawn of the political dispensation in this era, whereby these candidates could lead them to a liberation of proper service delivery and ensuring that these municipalities are being well run. What we witnessed yesterday, we saw also the mayor of Maluta Pofong, Maschaba, being booed by some of those ANC members to go off stage yesterday. But the president was flagged by Olimlamleli, a very close former ally to the suspended Secretary General Magashule, and we're seeing the kind of political patronage that's been flexed by the president in his capacity as the ANC state number one and the president, whereby these are the very same people who are now gunning those numbers and support in these areas such as Maluta Pofong and of course Kwatko and Mangaung. And what we're also seeing now is the disgruntled suspended Secretary General, Mr. Magashule, saying that he will continue as an ANC card-carrying member to allow and call for ANC supporters to vote the ANC come 1st of November. So there's still those blurred lines across what political analysts will also say factional battles within the ANC. But most importantly, the president having now to use the MEC to help him, converse in this area, sets a very strong precedent in terms of getting those supporters to vote for the ANC as well. We know that his visits in this area will also, amongst other issues, address some of those concerns such as water and electricity in this area. Did you remember that there was a Mangaung shutdown which actually happened, and that caused this city to come to a standstill? And those are some of the issues that the residents here are expecting the president to address upon his arrival.
All right, let's leave it there. We'll touch base with you a bit later on. That's eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones out in Mangaung, awaiting the start in earnest of the campaign by the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's been campaigning in the Free State. Yesterday, he was in the atrociously run Maluti-a-Phofung municipality. Don't talk to me, talk to the people who live there. They will tell you it is run atrociously, that municipality. So what message will he deliver to convince areas such as Maluti-a-Phofung, areas in Mangaung and other parts of the Free State to give the ANC one more chance? That is what we are tracking there with Pule Letshwiti-Jones.